This is Brian Cook and Kindra Cox with DiscoverWoodward.com, and we haven't introduced us yet. So
Okay,
we're
so
here today.
Oh, I interrupted you.
I know.
That's going to happen a lot. We're going to have to edit that out because that's normal.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're also with Keller Realty Elite.
Yes.
And so we wanted to do this interview with one another because we wanted to make sure that everyone understood why we really do what we do. But also to share our business because our business is very much what we love. First things first, who are you?
I am Brian Cook, and I was...
Good job.
Yeah, see? I got the first question right. Yes. Okay, so yes, Brian Cook. I was...
You're born and raised in this area.
Northwest Oklahoma my whole life. Didn't make it much past about 60 miles from home. So went to graduated Laverne, Oklahoma in 95. Raised on a large farm ranch operation. Went to college at Northwestern. Had no clue what to do, so they taught me to teach, which I think helps in real estate because I feel like we educate our customers through the entire process. And then one thing led to another, and I'm here.
So you have a beautiful family here. You married and have 3 daughters.
Yes.
And each one will tell us that they're your favorite.
Absolutely. I have 3 favorites.
It's my favorite because you're always like, "Who's my favorite?" And I'm like, "What?" Then it occurred to me you do that with all 3 of them.
Yes.
So, all right. So you've got a busy schedule anyway, with your 3 girls, and then this real estate game takes you. You work a lot.
I do. I hate. I haven't learned the concept of no yet, and I want to make sure we have covered all of the bases today, and weeks and months and years down the line. I want to make sure that all that's covered, and I spend lots of time working to prevent issues, I guess.
What do you think has made you be successful in real estate?
So growing up on a farm, you have to work hard, and there's times you can't quit. It's endurance and go. Farming life is too much sitting around for me, but there's always something to do. And you may have to work, 20 hours one day, and then the weather stops you and you get a break. But real estate's kind of the same. Mm-hmm. When the call comes in, it's go time. I mean, you got to go take care of what needs taken care of.
We decided that we wanted to team because our skill sets are very complementary of one another, I think. I'm kind of taking over, and you can change it in a minute when you need to.
Because it comes back to I go, and I am zero organized. I say zero. I mean, I've got my piles.
You have your system.
and I tend to need, I call it redirection. Did you go get that sign? Yes. I'll go get it right now.
It feels like nagging a little bit.
No.
I hate that, but it is. I mean, it's kind of how we work.
Right.
And you just said you like to go, because we know I like to sit and stay.
No. That's not it either.
No, but I think that's why we team well, though, because you recognize there are things that I need and that I want to do. So I like to go too, but I need to be grounded. So I need to come back to the office and get focused and get organized and be grounded, and then be able to go and do better with our customers again. So I need a little bit more of that quiet time. You thrive with the people. One of the things that you have allowed for us to do as a team is the Brian and Kindra show. I stinking love it.
Yes.
I love it. Like, I used to say I wanted to be in Disney. I used to say I wanted to be in Disney cartoons because, you could sing and nobody could see you. It's perfect. Now I get to do the Brian and Kindra show. Nobody can see me. And then I realized you were going to video them.
Oh, man.
Oh, heck.
What?
Okay, but it goes back to education. So we both were educators. I tried to teach for a couple of years, and I'm just not. I love y'all's kids. But I'm just not a teacher. That whole discipline thing, it ain't for this girl. So you have found a way that you will allow me and yourself to continue to educate people. We get to share our tips and tricks and our advice in real estate so that we can help buyers and sellers to be more prepared and to have better transactions, to altogether just have a more positive real estate experience. And then this Discover Woodward thing is super huge to both of us.
Yep.
And one of the questions that we have on the website says, what do you love about the area? And everybody says the people, and we love the people.
Yes.
But I love the variety of landscape, I guess. I love that. If I go to Boiling Springs, then I have trees. And if I go to Alabaster Caverns, then I have canyons. And even Buffalo. The drive to Buffalo is really, really beautiful. But then there's this amazing flat. And I can see the sunset or the sunrise. And I stinking love this area.
Yeah, we went
Love it.
Friday evening.
Mhm.
My parents showed up and we just said, hey, I've got some land we're putting on the market.
Yeah.
And we drove out there. I think it's probably the highest point in Woodward County because when we got to the peak of the property, I think you could see the Kansas border.
When do I get to go there?
What are you doing?
So, point is, discoverwoodward.com, because we wanted to promote where we are, because we know how amazing Woodward is, and so we wanted to share that. And so it's another way that you were like, hey, I think you might like this, and you
And it came back to time. I didn't have time.
Nope.
And we needed someone to step in, and then we have some extra help.
Yes, thankfully we have Carrick with us
Yes.
for a little bit, and he, man, because I couldn't do any of this
Oh, man.
camera business stuff, but so it's been a really good team, and it's allowed for us to do different things for our community. It's allowed for us to do different things to help buyers and sellers, because our first real passion in this business world is real estate.
Yes.
We love helping with real estate, and so
If we had to depend on video and TV and radio to make a living, we'd both be hungry. What's your favorite customer style person?
oh, that's tough for me, because I have two favorites.
Yes.
So and I think they're equal, and y'all in the middle. It doesn't exclude you. I love you too, but I love the ones like this. Is probably not the great day for you to ask me these questions.
Mhm.
I love the ones like my grandmother that have lived in their home for 40 years, and then it comes time to have to sell it. It's a heartache on them, and I don't love their heartache, but I love that I can help to absorb some of their pain, and I love to be able to work with them and to help them to take it a step at a time. And I'm not a calm person, but for some reason in those minutes I get calm, don't
Yeah.
I?
Yes.
And it's I don't know, I feel like, I guess it's kind of a ministry. I love those people, and I love that I can be a place for them for just a minute to, because a lot of times we have some tears.
Yes. I just hit the eject button.
Yeah, you go, Kendra. But I also love first-time homebuyers, because
Oh,
it's
man.
so stinking exciting.
Yes.
And it's a lot of work. There's a lot of questions, and I love it. I love whenever, sometimes I forget and I don't catch on real quick, but then whenever I catch on, I'm like, oh my gosh, these people really want to know.
Yes, they do.
And I love it, and it's so exciting. And then closing is exciting. When you set a goal, how do you set a goal? Do you want me to tell you, like you have yours is numerical.
Yes,
Always.
numerical. Yes. And I have benchmarks, and yes.
So you want to help so many people. That's one of the things that I noticed about you. And like when I look at it on the board at the beginning of the year, I'm like, oh dear Lord, how are we going to get this done?
Like we're gonna touch 100 families this year.
Well,
Yeah.
this year our goal was 80 families, and I bet we
Yeah.
still touch 100.
Yeah, we'll get 100.
Yeah. So my goals were different. I didn't know how to set those numeric goals. I didn't know how to set, especially in Woodward Market, where you never know if it's going to be up or down, or if it's going to change in February from what you thought was going to be fantastic to horrible, and then you don't know. It's hard. So it terrified me. So my goals were, do you remember my goals? You're like, oh, I can't even imagine. My goals were more like, I'm going to return all the phone calls within 2 hours, or I'll get all my emails returned in one day. And I had some goals like that. But it's one of the things that makes us different, but makes us work well together.
The connections we have built in Woodward over the last 20
Yes.
years is I mean, I couldn't do my business without them.
Right. Absolutely. All right. It's time to tell people where they can find us.
Okay, our physical location, we are at 1003 Oklahoma Avenue here in Woodward, Oklahoma, just right by Walgreens. We have a great office, lots of room, and come check it out if you haven't.
Yes.
We're pretty proud of it. Online, you can catch us. You can catch our Brian and Kindra show at thebrianandkindrashow.com.
Or the KindraandBrianShow.com, right?
Yeah. You can also see us on all of the podcast stations,
Right.
iTunes.
So SoundCloud, Apple Podcast.
Yes. So you can see us there. Our discoverwoodward.com site. You can go check out all of our interviews there. And then over on the side it has a link directly to our website. And then our just direct line to our website is briancook.kw.com.
All right. You did a good job. Thanks for letting me interview you.
Yeah. Thank you for doing it. Yes.